This channel is trying to figure out if it's possible to make $1 million on YouTube with a channel about nothing. And in this video, I'm gonna show you exactly how much money I got paid from Facebook Reels after getting 50,000 views. So you can see right here, I got 50,283 views. Sometimes it's tough to make it exactly 50,000 because I do day to day. This is over the past 5 weeks, I will say, during this time period. I've been going harder into Facebook Reels, which is why I've been doing so many videos about it, because I've also been going harder into Shorts. And to show you, because I hate YouTubers that ramble on, $5.56. So I will say I'm at the point now, when it comes to Facebook, that I'm getting roughly about $5 roughly every month. And it's interesting that in the beginning, when I first started doing Facebook Reels, I think I got my first payout of like $5 in like a year or 8 months. So it was one of those situations that I was like, ooh, took a while just to make $5. Because $5, in case you don't know, is the minimum threshold. If you make over $5, that's when you actually get the direct deposit from Facebook. But I'm going harder, and I'll show you kind of why. So first off, you can see 50,000 views, When you go to ChatGPT to calculate the RPM, so you can see this is how much money I make on average for every 1,000 views. I'm getting roughly about 11 cents for every 1,000 views. That's kind of what I would expect from Shorts, although I will say, I just posted a video about how much money I made from YouTube Shorts last month at the time of this video in May of 2026. That RPM was about 48 cents. So that's about 4 times higher. So it's interesting because that was actually kind of shocked me when I made that video, because when I first started posting YouTube Shorts, this was about the average RPM, about 11 cents. But then when I checked my analytics, in terms of my YouTube Shorts recently on YouTube, I was like, dang, 48 cents. Like, that's pretty high. There were even some sorts of they were getting 50 cents for every 1,000 views. And I know that doesn't sound like a lot. You're like, wait a minute, it's still 50 cents. But if you think about it, like, you can get a lot of views on Shorts very, very fast. Whether it's YouTube Shorts, Facebook Reels, TikTok videos, even basically vertical video, short style content, right? And that's why I'm going harder. And I mentioned this before, that I've one of my good friends who is almost now full-time on TikTok. He's now making enough money where he's like, shoot, I might quit my day jobs because he's just posting those shorts and they're doing extremely well. And I will say this, when I go to my Facebook page, the big thing I've talked about in a lot of videos, so let me switch to Fuchero, which is my main page, and let me hide this. I right now 483 followers. And you can see that it does kind of fluctuate. It's not always like a full-fledged thing. But when I first started posting, I was getting maybe 15, 20, 30, 40, 50 views on average. Completely not worth it. But then over time, I noticed like 2.7, 2.3, 1K. Again, everything kind of goes up and down, because then I have this huge streak of 2K, 2.3, 2.3, 2.3. This one, 376, 300, about 500, 1.2, 1. So you can see here that it does kind of fluctuate up and down. Sometimes I'm getting more views, sometimes getting less. But I have noticed a couple of things that have done well when it comes to Facebook Reels and making more money, and of course getting more views. As one, I've noticed having me be in the frame. So I used to post videos like this. So this is me doing calisthenics training, as you can see. I thought this would do really well when it comes to Facebook Reels. I've noticed, because I think this is cool. I don't know, I think so. And then again, it's me doing it. I've noticed these videos actually haven't done that well. But a video like this one, where I'm just kind of walking and talking, and a video like these, have done, I think, a lot better. I've also noticed when it comes to Facebook Reels, in case you didn't know, the maximum length, this is true for Facebook Reels, also for YouTube Shorts, is 3 minutes. Also, I think that's true for Instagram. TikTok, the maximum length can be 10 minutes, because TikTok is a little bit different of a platform. But for me, what I typically do is I film a video on TikTok, and then I upload it to YouTube Shorts and Facebook Reels. Instagram, I've been kind of going back and forth on. I might start uploading on Instagram soon, but the thing is, my Instagram is more of a personal page, so I'm kind of on the fence of how exactly I want to tackle that. But I do try to keep it under 3 minutes. That way, if I film one video on TikTok that's under 3 minutes, I can put it on 3 other platforms: Instagram, Facebook, and YouTube. Very, very easy. And like I've mentioned this in so many videos, and I will not stop saying it. There are people who are making one short that comes out really, really well and posting on 4 different platforms and having 4 different revenue streams all at the same time. That's pretty awesome. And you can see here that, like I said, these are the ones that have been doing decently well. Like if I go here, by the way, these are the top ones. And I've noticed this as well. It's kind of interesting that there are a lot of parallels, like say when it comes to YouTube Shorts and what does well on YouTube Shorts versus TikTok. These are the top content by views. And what's interesting to me is some of these, like this one was in April. So some of these are still getting what I'm going to call some like passive-ish nature, because these are, again, I'm going to show you my top content, my top content. But this one, which I posted May 19th, for example, 5,400, then blind ranking and that kind of thing. I've noticed, which is interesting, blind ranking videos seem to be doing really, really well right now. In case you know, blind ranking is when you rank something like, 1 through 10 best sports to play, 1 through 10 best Gen 1 Pokemon. But the catch is you don't know what's coming next. So there could be a good one, a bad one. So there is like some strategy. But I think I've noticed with these that what they do really well with, and even some of my top videos here, that they force you to want to stay to the end. They make you want to stay to the end in terms of being like, oh, let's see how this, for example, this ranking comes out fully. Let's see how this ranking comes out fully. And of course, I know this is probably not surprising to anybody that when it comes to like these platforms, audience retention is the biggest thing. And that's what I'm noticing, especially with the Facebook Reels. It's kind of nice to see that the earnings have started to get a bit more like, okay, like for example, this one day, made over $1. First day I've ever had where I made over $1 when it comes to Facebook Reels on May 19th. And I'm like, well, if let's say I keep doing this, and of course, the bigger I get, the bigger my following gets, like say it gets to the point where I'm getting $1 every day, and that's then $30 extra a month. Still not anything mind-blowing, but then if I'm creating these TikTok videos anyway, and I'm posting these videos on YouTube Shorts anyway, why not take a couple extra seconds, put it here, and have extra money in my pocket? And I do want to make this clear, and I've said this in a lot of videos, that I think it's important to mention, I don't think anybody should go into Facebook trying to be a Facebooker. And I don't know why that sounds so weird. I've mentioned this in a lot of videos. I don't know why that sounds so weird. But I think the thing is this. I think there is a lot of money to be made on Facebook. And especially this year in 2026, as I'm filming this video, Facebook has started to go really hard to their monetization programs. I think they are really trying to be a platform that people post content on and make money from. Similar to YouTube, similar to TikTok. They're really trying to do that. So I feel like for a lot of creators, it isn't a bad idea to start posting on Facebook. And I'm not gonna lie, like in terms of their monetization program, some of it is a bit vague. I also hate the way this analytics look. Like I've made already a bunch of videos about how much Facebook paid me for like 1,000 views, 5,000, 25,000, etc. So this one I'm talking about, of course, 50,000 views. But it is really interesting seeing, as I've gotten bigger and bigger, me looking at Facebook as a potential viable another source of income. Nothing crazy, nothing that I'd write home about, nothing that is mind-blowing, but it's big enough, one, where I'm like, you know what, it doesn't hurt. But two, it's free. I mean, right, it's free to post on Facebook. I don't have to pay like a monthly fee or subscription. But then three, it isn't that much extra work. And like I mentioned, and that's a huge thing to really emphasize on this video, and I've emphasized it in a lot of videos, and I've seen it. Now I've seen it with my friends, or my friend, like I said, who's now going full-time on TikTok and everything. The power of making one short and then posting it other places. Like, I think one of my biggest regrets, and I'll say this, being transparent on camera, is I went semi-viral on TikTok in 2020, I think it was 2021. 2020, 2021. It may have been I think it was 2020 actually, is when I went viral on TikTok. And like in a month, I got like 7,000 followers. And I was like, oh, whatever. I didn't think anything of it. And one of my biggest regrets, I'll be honest, is I was like, if I went harder on TikTok, the way I'm going now, in 2020, where I got this huge spike, and keep in mind, during the pandemic, I think that was really the peak of when people start to really be on TikTok, right? Because people were doom scrolling, they had nothing else to do. It probably feels like if I went that hard on TikTok in that day and age, when I also had this big momentum rolling and everything, I could be making 10, 50 times maybe the money I'm making now. Maybe not 50, but definitely 10x. I could definitely be 10xing my money now via the power of TikTok, and then taking those shorts, putting them other places and everything. So I will say that like, what's that? There's a quote that I love that's like, the best time to plant a tree was 10 years ago. The second best time is now. So for me, it's like, I can look back and say, oh man, I regret I should have done this and this. But hindsight is, of course, always 2020. I guess pun intended, because it wasn't 2020. But the big thing I'm saying now is in 2026, shorts are really where it's at. I said that to a lot of people. Like, I still think YouTube's really important. I still post 2 to 3 times a day on YouTube. So I've not stopped. I have multiple different YouTube channels, but I do think shorts are becoming increasingly more popular, and it's not slowing down. It's kind of interesting that I've noticed when it comes to content, this kind of spectrum of now things are either super short form, like 5, 10-second, 15-second shorts that are super, super fast. I mean, those blind ranking ones that I have are a minute long. That's like almost an eternity when it comes to shorts, right? But then you have podcasts that are like 3 hours that people sit and watch for. So it's kind of interesting that you're seeing this unique trend now of like either super short format or super, super long format. But at the end of the day, when it comes to shorts, if you are making content and you're looking to make money doing it, post on Facebook. Take that same short, do Facebook, Instagram, YouTube, and TikTok, and that's a way to get your following on all four platforms, and of course, make money in 4 different ways.